Number 5 seed from the Northern Sun Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, the University of Minnesota Duluth, who are now own a overall record of 29-4. The Bulldogs make this their 16th NCAA appearance and their 11th consecutive appearance. They finished tied for first in the NSIC with an 18-2 record and are currently ranked 5th in the AVCA poll. Representing Minnesota Duluth, our head coach Jim Boos and student athletes senior outside hitter Kate Lange and senior middle blocker Kalli Lochner. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach Boos and then open up for questions.
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate Central Missouri on not only a great match, because I think that was an incredible match that we just played with them, but also for a great season. You know, the way NCAA Division II volleyball works, our region just happens to have a lot of good, talented teams in it, and it's unfortunate a team as talented as theirs is going to be done at this point in time, but that's the way it works. We're certainly happy to come out on the positive end of that victory, and I was very proud of the way we played, especially at the end.
Coach, kind of a weird start to the game. You end up trailing most of the first set, but win it.
Completely intentional. We wanted to soften them up a little.
Well, on the other side of it, on the second set, you guys did that kind of send you into a lull there in the third and fourth set?
Yeah, we're very prone to do that. We've got some inexperience out there. I think initially we had some nerves. I talked to the girls as we were starting to get ahead in that second game. Keep playing every point, don't give up any big runs, and of course, that's exactly what happened. So I should learn to not say stuff like that. But yeah, I think that was a definite momentum switch. Central Missouri took advantage of that, and we just made a lot more mistakes in Game 3. And it was exciting after our talking between 3 and 4 to see them respond and battle the way they did. There's been some times this year where we just haven't been able to ever get our traction again, and tonight they recovered, they made plays. These two did a great job of leading the team, not only off the court, but on the court with, their play, and I think it was great to see that carry over into the 5th game.
And Kalli, Coach talked about, you got some experience in your team, but as the only 4-year player on the roster, how did you help set the mentality in the locker room before the match?
We knew that there was going to be a lot of new experiences coming in here for some of the girls, but we took it as another game, and we were going to come out here and fight no matter what. And it was just one of those things. We knew it had to be a team effort, so everyone rallied around each other and really pulled it together.
And then Kate, your highest kill total in quite some time. How meaningful to do that on this stage here?
It felt great, but I owe it all to my team. They kept us in system when we needed to. Ashley did a great job of moving the ball around, and just everybody did a great job just working for the team.
Jim, it looked like just from the onset, from their serving, it seemed like it was a little difficult at times for some of the players to handle. From the 4th set on, I thought they did a great job of, I would say, just getting good passes in. Is there something that you saw from that you focused on?
It wasn't anything different than what we've talked about all year long. It's just those individuals did what they needed to do. They changed their performance and started executing a skill that they're fully capable of doing. You got to give Central Missouri credit. They came right off the bat and were aggressive with their serving, something we expected them to do to try to get us out of system, make it obvious where we're going to go with the ball. Once we settled in and were able to get back into system and move the ball around a little bit more, that certainly changes what we can do offensively. I thought for the most part all night long, with the exception of the 3rd game, offensively it was a pretty good night. And that's really kind of been our MO. We're an offensive team first. When the offense is working well, then the defense tends to follow.
How important was it to jump out to that quick lead in the 5th set and carry it right over through the side chain?
Well, it certainly helps. Again, with inexperience, when you get into those crunch time moments, whether you realize it or not, those nerves tend to take over a little bit, and maybe you don't do some of the things you do when you're a little bit more relaxed. So, getting up ahead of them like we did, it loosens them up and allows you to just be aggressive, which is how we play our best volleyball. We're an aggressive team, and when we're not being tentative with being afraid to make the mistakes, that's when we tend to play better. And so certainly it helps. It certainly relaxes the coaching staff when you're up, as much as we were there early in Game 5. It just allows them to go out and play and gives them a cushion to make a mistake and still be able to recover. So, you certainly take that. You take that in any game, but to do that in the 5th game, I think it says a lot about this group. I think they grew up a little and it mattered.
Kalli talked about that 5th set, senior year, maybe last set, but making big plays at the net, a couple blocks, a couple kills.
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to have to be a team effort, and we all were going to have to come out there and have that big start that we did have. So, I mean, that loosens the nerves a little bit once you get that lead, and we were able to just keep being offensive, and that was our big weapon. And so, coming out and being able to start that strong and only ending that set with 2 errors was huge for us.
And serving from that, huge, and then the big kill at the end, just to basically sum up the day. I mean, go through that. That's huge.
Serving this year has been a little bit of a struggle for me, so it was nice to kind of bring it back around and do pretty well with it tonight. And the last kill, I was just excited to get the game over with. They're starting to get a little bit of a run going, and we just needed to end it then.
What changed for you guys, any of you? What was the biggest change? Because there was some huge momentum swings out there. Particularly noticed start of the 4th set, you guys started to get the gears going, and then they kind of came back at the end of that set, and then you guys just jumped on them going forward. What was the biggest change? What was the biggest swing to you in this match?
I don't know. I wish I knew that answer, because then we'd avoid letting that swing the wrong way more often. Volleyball is a game of momentum, and this was the type of match I was not necessarily hoping. I would have preferred to have been on the end of a 3-0, but given the quality of the teams, this is what you expect and hope for at this level. This is why we're here, is to battle each other, and both teams had their moments where they played really well and when they made some mistakes and where the other team responded. So it's not unusual that those momentum swings occurred. Fortunately, we got a few of the big ones right at the end when we really needed to, and again, I attribute that to some of our leadership. Obviously Kate Lange played very big. We tend to go where Kate Lange goes a lot of time, and tonight she played one of the best matches she has all year, and so she kind of put us on her back for a few points there, and then other people start rallying around her and making the plays we need to make. So that's really what it boils down to, is just making plays, avoiding errors, and it was a big 5th game for us.
Now, does it matter, you're moving on, so the season continues, and we're going to assume that you're going to play Concordia, but we don't know. Does it matter who you play now, or are you looking ahead now at all, or are you still just kind of...
Well, we're certainly looking ahead knowing we get to play tomorrow, which is exciting. Yesterday we didn't have that opportunity to look past the first day. And so, yeah, it's going to be nice to watch this match knowing we get to play the winner. Who that winner is, it is who it is. Either way, it's a team we're familiar with because it's from our conference. And, if it is the 3rd crack at Concordia, I think what a better way to do it. We got them once, they got us once. Let's do it a 3rd time and see what happens. And then if it's Wayne State, then let's go out there and play, because obviously they earned it if they beat Concordia on their home floor in the 1st round. So either way, it's going to be a great match. I'm just happy for these girls that they extended their season and give themselves another chance to play again tomorrow.
All right, thank you, University of Minnesota Duluth, and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you.